Hello YouTube, how y'all doing? Well, we're having a little flashback and we're going to talk a little bit about computers back in 1981, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of your cell towers back in 1981 and today. The first thing we're going to see is a cell tower, and you got, what do you got? Four. We got 12 antennas on one tower. Now let's clear this out. Okay, we got 12 times 45. That's about what the power is on those towers. Okay, equals 540 watts. Now, with the multiplication factor of the type they are, and probably the multiplication factor of the dB gain of the antenna, we're just going to give it 10 dB gain because it's probably 15, 17, but we're going to give it 10 because that's what I feel it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Nope. We're going to do that again. Let's clear it first. 12 times 45 equals times 10 equals. That's 5,400 watts. Now let's think about that 5,400 watts. Now this is microwave frequencies. Let's pull this. Uh-oh. Didn't mean that happened. Let's pull this down right here a minute. Okay. Now, put the calculator back up here. Put it over here. Right there. Now you see this where it says 1.85 and 1.99. Okay. That's reading gigahertz. Okay. But at 1850 is megahertz to 1990 megahertz. Now, this reads gigahertz, and this is megahertz. In megahertz, the dot will be here. In gigahertz, they move the dot to here. And now let me explain something else to you about gigahertz, megahertz, and kilohertz, and hertz. It's really kind of a way to confuse you because you see different things that we're going to bring apart. You're going to see a bunch of different things about all that. And it's confusing. It really is. But it doesn't matter. I can tell you right here that this right here and this right here, your microwave oven is 2.4 gigahertz, which would be 2,400 megahertz. Okay? Now, anything above, I think it's 11. I'd have to look it up. I don't really remember right offhand. But I know that it goes even further down lower than this, than the 8.5 or the 1.85. It goes down lower for microwave. And it might even go down to 900 megahertz. 999. You know, it will go 9. It would be, take the 1 off and it'd be 999 megahertz. And the dot would be here, which that would pretty much be 1 gigahertz. Right? This is 2, or right at 2. So that would be right at 1. Right? And I think gigahertz, anything that reads in the gigahertz is considered microwave frequencies. Pretty sure. And my point of it is this. At 2.4, your microwave oven, listen to me closely, your microwave oven is anywhere from 800, well, there's some of them, real small ones, the real small, I'm talking small microwave. You might find one 500-600 watts, okay, to 1850 watts, to the very, one of the great big ones, unless it's an industrial and it may do more, I don't know. Don't mess with them, so I don't know. But you got those two you got that much power. But the most they transmit is 850 watts or 1850 watts. Okay? But this right here says 5400. Now that's a long way away from you. It's up in the air, 100, 125 feet. But where is that frequency going? It's continuous. They're not cutting that off. You got these antennas. Oh, you son of a bitch. You got these antennas right here transmitting everywhere. We're going to come back up here to this. So you got these antennas everywhere. All kinds of shapes. There's one that looks like a tree. And then you got these over here. And then you got these down here. Look at the ones on the building here. I'm sure those people got a great big headache. Might even be dying of all kinds of craziness. But we don't believe none of that, right? Now, we got a power line here. High voltage, and we got the microwave tower. Right amongst all of the wires. I wouldn't live within 15 miles of this place. And if they built one near me, I would have to move and move my family. And that's no shit. You know why? Because you got this antenna right here transmitting power all over the place. At all times, all these antennas are working at one time. They're all transmitting to provide a service to all the people that's got cell phones that work on that frequency. Since they changed it from 200 megahertz, 200 megahertz, get me? That's just above the 2 meter band. Most of you ham operators know that. And then you got this antenna, or you got these wires. That's pretty much nothing but an antenna, because all it is a wire. It doesn't receive anything, but it damn sure transmitting. You know why? Because every time you get underneath one of those, if you've ever been around one, you hear them going. You can hear the high voltage transmitting through that power line. Yes, you can. You really can hear it. It's humming. It's making a sound. Not only is it making a sound, but that sound that it's making, it's transmitting RF frequency. Yes, it is. It sure is. And this tower right here is transmitting RF. They've come up with some extravagant words like VLF and all of those extravagant words for y'all to confuse you, basically. Because all it really is, and this is the damn truth, I don't give a damn what any of you friggin' scientists tell you. If you ask them this question, they will tell you that it's all just plain ass RF, meaning radio transmitted frequencies or generated frequency from electricity. And that's what this would be. But it's not controlled because they don't know when it's going to change, or what pitch, or what tightness of the wire, or what length of the wire, or what's causing it, because it's not going through
The answer to 1776 is to abolish the Act of 1871 for your freedoms.